The director of I, Tonya, Craig Gillespie's mise-en-scène in the Olympic scene helped build Tonya's character. In this scene, Tonya is extremely stressed and uneasy. At this point, she is dealing with marriage problems and her fading relationship with her mother. The darker lighting makes the mood of this scene more intense. Also, her dark outfit adds to the intensity of this scene as well as symbolizing her poor mental stability. Right before Tonya's performance begins, her eyes are dilated and her stance is shaky. The director did this to show the audience that Tonya has built up a lot of tension from the previous performance, where the judge told her that her visual appearance is a great factor towards her score. Her physical instability foreshadowed her upcoming mistake in the same routine, where she fell on her triple axel. Additionally, the director chose to make her hair frizzy, symbolizing impatience and her developing craziness. This scene conveys the central theme of the destructive impact of social class and abuse. The discrimination of Tonya's lower social class and her issue with physical abuse has made her into an aggressive and more rude person. This is even shown in her childhood, where she grew up poor and was abused by her mother. As a child, she was often blunt towards the other kids at school and had a lot of confidence in her teenage years. The film comments on the societal issues surrounding domestic abuse, social class, and gender expectations. Gender expectations and discrimination of women was a popular topic to protest in the time that the movie was released, which was 2017. The purpose of releasing this movie is to bring awareness about how gender expectations can single out women and completely alter their lives, shown in the way where Tonya acts compared to the rest of the figure skaters. Tonya is a more blunt and aggressive woman, while societal expectations for women were for them to be polite and submissive to men. Tonya's experiences with domestic abuse are not all hidden, but are shown bluntly through the scenes of her mother and her boyfriend hitting or harming her. This brings awareness to the problem of domestic abuse towards women, proposing an end to it. Discrimination of social class is shown through Tonya's results in competition. Tonya had the talent for figure skating, but not the presentation, which refers to her attitude and the clothes she wears. Due to being raised with a poor family, she is not able to afford the same expensive and professional figure skating attire that middle-class families are able to afford and provide for their athletes. Due to her increasing losses in competition, she has built up stress and anger that she takes out on other people, which is a good representation of the modern female rage. Marxist film theory is a good way to depict the film, portraying the judges of the figure skating competition at the higher end of the hierarchy. The middle and upper class skaters are at the middle of the hierarchy because they are being scored with higher points, and their scores are basically based off of their appearance, which comes from wealth. Tonya is representative of the lower class because of the judges' discrimination towards the less appealing attitude and attire. Also, the Marxist film theory can be used to interpret the domestic hierarchy. Tonya's mother and her boyfriend would be placed at the top because her mother is her guardian and her boyfriend is a male. Males are expected to be dominant over females. Tonya would be placed at the bottom of the domestic hierarchy because she is the one being both mentally and physically abused by her mother and boyfriend. The creators of the film are both males, so the female audience would be perceiving this film as an unreliable source because the content of the film is from a female's or Tonya's perspective.